Hi, Mark. Here it is going on 8 a.m. Eastern, Tuesday, April the 29th. It's going on noon GMT. US session about to get underway and European session about to go into the afternoon portion. Let's have a look how the markets are lined up this morning. US dollar index, our starting point. Yesterday, US dollar was sold off. We saw that right down to support at 98.68. Negative day all round for the US dollar. Today, US dollar is appearing to be fighting back, but bear in mind we saw an early fight back yesterday at the start of the US session, didn't materialize, and as you can see, through the US session, US dollar did weaken and was sold off. We'll wait and see how that plays out during the US session, about to open right now. Support 98.68. At this point, 99 is the resistance, and 99.61, yesterday's resistance, was sitting at the kind of bottom of that range. We'll see how that plays out with the US session getting underway. This resistance level, though, 99.65, is worth pointing out that it's a tough level and buyers have been unable to break below this level over the past 4-5 trading days. Let's have a look at the S&P. US major equity markets. Wall Street will be opening up in an hour and a half. I'll go back the last few days, you can see that there has been demand. S&P has performed nicely from a support of 5,128. We're now sitting at 5,550, slightly above that number. Nothing yet happened today in pre-market trading. Resistance sitting at 5,582. Pretty flat the last few days. Nothing really on the tariff front, nothing to encourage buyers to break through this resistance. By the same token, no exceptionally negative news to put sellers, or for sellers to turn this around and come down and test this 5,489 support level. But bias is up, trend is up. We'll see how the S&P performs and how the major equity markets perform once the markets do open and once Wall Street is open. Let's have a look at gold. Gold, very interesting. Bias is down, trend is down. Yesterday, gold was lower, then did fight back during the US session. So far today, sellers again appear to be in control, looking down at the support area between 3,266 and 3,259. Also, I can see very gently, but there is a succession of lower highs, looking bearish overall to me. I think what is really pivotal is where we're hanging around right now, 3,309. The 3,300 area is certainly looking pivotal. Buyers will want to not get below the 3,300, will want to get up to come test this 3,350 area, where sellers are certainly looking to break below, to test and break below the 3,300, where we're sitting now, come down and test 3,259, which is the support area for now. And note the inverse relationship between US dollar and gold. We'll see if that plays out as well. Let's have a look at Brent oil. Yesterday sold off. Yesterday, and the sell-off continuing today. Yesterday's resistance at $66.24. We had support at $64.15. And so far today, sell-off is continuing, downtrend is continuing. EMAs have managed to cross down as well. Sellers will be looking to maintain below the 64 level, like right now, 63.76. And looking lower, doesn't seem to be demand for oil at these levels. Again, through the US session, we'll see if this downward pressure can be maintained. And then let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been hanging around in this sideways range, pretty much between 93,000 and 96,000. Neither side able to really break above or below this range that we're sitting in. Having said that, I do see the bias as up. If I zoom in on the hourly, I did draw in this ascending trend line, so you can see since yesterday, we do have a series or succession of higher lows. And I did that all the way up to this resistance level we're seeing at 95,600. Buyers certainly looking to come up and retest this strong resistance level, get above the 95, 96,000, and then look higher and possibly up to retest that 100,000 mark. Sellers will want to, for starters, break below this ascending trend line. That would be to get below the 94,000 area, the low 90s, 93, and support sitting for now at 92,700. Good trading. I'll see you at the end of the session.